Hi, everybody. My name is Joe. I'm going to give everybody just a couple more minutes to sign in, and then we'll get going on this virtual tour. If you joined in just a couple of minutes late, again, we're just giving everybody a minute or two to log in still. I know there's some other participants that are going to come on, and then we'll get going. Thank you so much for joining today.
Hi, Cone, Janelle, and Paul. Welcome. Thanks for joining.
I think we'll get going, Greg. A few more people have jumped in, it looks like, and hopefully some other people may jump in late, but we'll get going for the people that are here when it was expected to start. So again, hi, everybody. My name is Joe Becerra. I'm a homeownership counselor here at the Adair office in Aurora, Oregon. Co-hosting with me today is Greg Walter. He's also a homeownership counselor here in Aurora. And just want to say thank you so much for joining. Greg, thank you for co-hosting. Wanted to make sure everybody's aware at the very bottom there is a Q&A button, and we highly encourage everybody to ask as many questions as you'd like. Greg and I will be going through the questions and we'll answer those for you. Traditionally, how we do it usually is once the video starts, we will take a question or two during the video, but then at the end, we'll just restart the video kind of as a background, and then it opens up to a more traditional Q&A. But don't hesitate to just send your questions right in on that Q&A platform if something pops up. That way it doesn't skip your mind and you forget. Just send the questions in as soon as they come into your head. Thank you so much. First thing I wanted to do today is talk to you a little bit about the Adair website. Hopefully you're pretty familiar with it, but I wanted to make sure we're reviewing how it all works. Again, we're at adairhomes.com. One of the key things when you're thinking about navigating through our website is just to make sure you're up here in the correct region for where you're building. So I'll just kind of demonstrate that super quick. You would go into change your build area if necessary. And then we build in 4 different states: Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Arizona. So you would select the state that you're building in, and then the region. For us, we're North Willamette Valley, so I would click on North Willamette Valley, and now it shows me up here which region I'm in. Super important that you're in the correct region when you're kind of navigating, because there are different floor plans, different exteriors, different pricing, things like that change a little bit. They vary a little bit from region to region. And just a reminder, if you're not sure where you fall, just feel free to call any Adair office at all and let us know where you're thinking about building or where your property is located. And we will connect you with the correct office, give you all the contact information for the right office. Hope that helped a little bit. Next, what we're going to do is I'm going to go in and today we're going to be talking about the Gallatin Plan. It's a 2080. In some areas, it could be called a little bit different, but it is the 2080. That means 2,080 square feet. And I'm just going to navigate there and go to our plans and then go to 2-story homes. And now our 2-story homes pop up, and they are going to be listed by square footage. So as you scroll down, the square footage increases. And again, we're looking at the 2080 Gallatin Plan. So I'll click on that one. And the Gallatin Plan opens up. So this is traditionally year after year one of our most popular two-story plans that we do. Super great layout. I'll kind of scroll down here. When you're navigating and kind of surfing, when you're looking at different floor plans, first it's going to pop up the picture and kind of scroll through and give you some different outside options for what you may want to build. Then when you scroll down, it gives you a summary of the home itself, kind of a description summary. Then you got base price for your region, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. It's got our website, if you haven't been on it, we get a lot of compliments on it. It's a super informative website. I encourage everybody to go on there and just kind of navigate and have some fun with it. Again, this is going to be the Gallatin standard plan. When you click, if it's a two-story, it gives you the option to click on the tab for the upper level, and here's the upper level. We'll go back. Then when you scroll down, the next thing that comes up is going to be exterior options. So Adair offers our homes in different exterior options. What that means is that the outside look changes. So let me kind of go through that a little bit in this scenario. I mean, we might offer one of our plans in two options. Some might have 4, some could have 6. It just varies, but you'll see the options when you're on a particular plan. This one starts with the classic, and then it goes to the traditions. And the home we're looking at today will be a traditions elevation. And then you have the signature, and then you have the farmhouse. And the really cool thing is that when you're clicking on the photos, this description here will change for you to tell you what's different about the home, the home's look, and why it's different. And then at the very bottom, it does show you the pricing for the different elevations. And so that's a great feature, that all the pricing is right there. One thing to mention is, again, when you select a different exterior option, nothing inside the house changes. You still get all the standard features, and even exterior, you still get the hardy plank siding, you still get the gelled windows. Interior, you still get Mullen faucets, Shaw flooring, Ridgecrest beechwood cabinet doors. AC is standard. We get that question a lot. All our houses come with central heat and air, and that's all standard foundation. It's an endless list of standard options, and people are very impressed when they come in and get that list. And you can always call any office, and we'd be happy to send one to you. The other thing to keep in mind is the photo gallery. The photo galleries are really cool, but always keep in mind that those are photos of homes that we've built before. So they could include modifications, they could include upgraded features. Some may even already have third-party things that the homeowner themselves did after the fact. So keep that in mind, that it's not always a standard plan that you're going to be viewing in that photo gallery. Next, what I want to do is I want to go to the actual Gallatin Plan. So this is what the plan starts out when you first take a look. This is a more detailed one that is on the website, but we can always get something like this to you when you're thinking about a particular plan. A couple of things that I want to note on this is this family, they were so fun to work with, just a really nice family. I got a chance to meet, husband and wife, the kids, the grandparents, just a super nice family. They did a great job decorating this home, but I just wanted to touch on a couple of the structural options that they did. So what they did is, if you notice in this plan, here's the first main level. Normally it comes with a great room and then a primary suite down there with its own primary bathroom. They chose to have the primary suite go upstairs where this bonus room is here, and they turned this into a bonus room, which was a really cool idea. And then since they eliminated the bathroom, they also created more space for their garage and created a shop area in their garage, which was really cool. You'll see that as we go, they also added a 512 mother-in-law suite to the side that you'll see in a second here. And they also did an 840 detached home as well. So just super cool. They did a lot of nice upgrades. You'll see them in the video: upgraded countertops, upgraded flooring. They did a phenomenal job in their kitchens and bathrooms. It's a super cool plan. So let's take a look. So now, as you see, here's the plan itself. And if you notice, here's where they eliminated the master primary suite downstairs and the primary bathroom and created a bonus room. And with the additional area, they created this shop area, creating a larger garage. And here's the 512 suite that I'm talking about. For those of you that don't know what a 512 suite is, it's basically considered like a mother-in-law suite, to use an old term. But basically, it's going to include a studio living room area. It's going to include a kitchenette area, its own bathroom, a stackable washer and dryer area, and a pretty nice sized bedroom as well. And then I'll scroll down a little bit more. Here is the upper plan. So again, what they did is they created the master bathroom or primary suite upstairs. Now this plan does offer, if they would have not changed it and created the master suite downstairs, or I'm sorry, converted the master suite downstairs to a bonus room, you could take the bonus room that's standard here and make it a primary suite. And then you would have 2 primary suites with this home. So it's many options with this plan. Here is the 840 suite. So they actually did this detached from the house in addition to the 512 that was attached. So if you see here, I mean, this 840 is just a super cool plan. It's got a great room, a bedroom, a full kitchen, where the 512 has a kitchenette. This has actually a full kitchen, and the 512 has a stackable washer and dryer area. This has for a side-by-side utility room. Super cool plan that they did here. And again, if you need any information on the 512s or 840, just reach out to your home ownership counselor and we'll be able to get you all the information. So now I'd say, well, let's go ahead and go to the video. So here's the video. And again, Greg, I don't know, but to me, the video looks a little dark here. Does it look okay to you?
Yeah, it looks okay, Joe. It's a little dark, but
okay, good. Normally it's not that dark. I'm kind of surprised, but let's roll with the video. So again, when we started here, right away, I just want to kind of show you what we're talking about here. So here's the main home. Over here on the side, you can see the 512 studio, and it's got its own entrance on the side. And then it's got its own heating system, so you can control the temperature for yourself without the main home. And then over here on the right, that's the detached 840 home that they did. So this is just a really cool layout that they did here. And again, this is the Traditions elevation that they selected. So just a beautiful home. Let's go here. So and remember, as questions come up, go ahead and just start hitting that Q&A tab at the bottom and send us any questions. So coming into the home, you'll see we're going into the great room, and they did some nice editing there, but the great room, now we're in the dining room. And here's a good look at the kitchen. So this is really cool because they did do some upgrades here with their countertops, with their cabinets, with their backsplash. That is a standard appliance package there. So that is standard what you're seeing there. Just a really nice house. Just a beautiful home. Let me stop right there. So just to give you guys an idea too, it's a little blurry, but that's okay. I think you still get a good look at it. Our windows standard come four-way drywall all the way around, so there's not any window trim standard. Some homeowners choose that, so we don't add it unless you ask for it. We have 3 different options. We have a sill and apron, which is what they selected here, or we have a craftsman or an architectural finish, but this is a demonstration of a sill and apron. Then here, so this normally would have been the primary suite, but this is the one where they created a bonus room, which I think is super cool. Super nice view there. And this is their created bonus room that they modified from a primary suite. Again, there's a good look at the sill and apron. There's a good look at our standard interior doors too. Our standard interior doors are a 6-panel interior door. We're going to go upstairs. So upstairs, I think they're going to go into both bedrooms really quick. Yeah, this is one of the bedrooms upstairs. And here's the second bedroom upstairs. And then that is the second bathroom upstairs. Loft area. And now we're going to go into the primary suite that they created upstairs. So great color choices. That just looks really nice right there. They did a great job. You'll see their, if you notice their kitchen, just really nice. And you'll see their bathroom right here. Super nice colors. It's a really cool walk-in closet. Shelf and pole is standard in all our walk-in closets. Look at that shower, Greg. Pretty amazing, right?
That's great.
I love that shower. They did such a great job with those colors.
Hey guys, just a reminder, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to go ahead and type some in. We'll do our best to answer them as we go along.
Thanks, Greg. Look at their backsplash too. Just really cool. Dual sinks are standard in our primary suites. They just did a phenomenal job. So now we actually they jumped right into the 512. So now we're actually in the attached 512 that's on the side of their garage. And you see how that comes with a ductless system in the main studio. And then you have cadet heating in the bathroom and in the bedroom. So you control all your own heating and cooling in that second one, in the second unit. And again, I'm just so impressed with the way they did their finishes. So this is the kitchenette in the 512, and they did such a cool look in the backsplash and the cabinets and the countertop and their colors, just really nice. And then again, their bathrooms are just so cool. This is the 512 suite bathroom. They did a walk-in shower and of course tiled it all the way up. And then here's the bedroom. And now we're going to enter the 840 home. That's again detached, as you saw at the start of the video. It's right near the main home, but it is detached in its own home.
So Joe, we have a question.
Yes.
From an anonymous attendee.
Yeah.
Can the 512 have a full kitchen?
So that is going to be determined by the jurisdiction, meaning where you're building, the city or the county. Some counties and cities do not allow for a full range to be in that 512, but I've had families that get approval for it. So it just depends. I also had a family who created a 512 and they actually extended they added square footage to it, made it a little bit larger, and added a second set of cabinets on the other side to make it look like a regular kitchen. So it's just going to depend on your jurisdiction if they allow that second stove, which technically that's when it becomes a full second kitchen. And then here, so in the 840, as you see, they have a full kitchen in here. Obviously, they're still it was still getting finalized with their appliances, but as you see, it's got room for the stove, the dishwasher, and then your refrigerator. And look at that look on there. That backsplash, just incredible. The counter.
It's amazing. I love that look all the way to the top, and the color selections are awesome.
Yeah, they did a great job. And again, that gives you a good idea of how big that front great room studio area is. And then it shows you how it's got the side-by-side utility. And again, the bathroom, just a really cool, clean bathroom, very nice looking. And again, the fancy shower. And there's the outside look. Super nice house. So again, I'm going to restart the video and then we'll open it up to a little bit more traditional Q&A. Any more questions yet, Greg?
There is not.
Oh, I'm a little surprised. Normally we have more questions, but you know, anything you can think of, we'll give it a few minutes for you to think of some questions and we'd be happy to answer those. Again, just a reminder with Adair Homes, when you're thinking about building, there's 3 numbers in your budget. It's going to be the cost of your land, the site development, and then your home. So you total all 3 of those numbers up, and that's the total cost that it would cost you to build a home. So we encourage anybody who's thinking about doing this, whether you have a home, a property or land yet, or you're still looking, you know, start that conversation with your home ownership counselor. Our consultations are 100% free. You just call up, you set up an appointment, we'll invite you in, we'll walk you through everything, give you some great literature to take home and kind of follow up with. And then if you decide to explore it some more, we'll give you all the proper steps to start exploring it. And again, the goal is to get you that whole budget in your hand between land, site development, and house before you commit to buying the land, before you take out a loan, before you sign a contract with Adair. All those numbers are in front of you. It's really unique to Adair. And I literally meet with hundreds of families. They're always blown away by the fact that Adair will do all that for them before they commit to signing with us. So it's a great system. Highly encourage anybody that's thinking about doing this to reach out and get that conversation started to research this. Again, if you don't have land yet, each office that we have, we're in 4 states, like I mentioned, 19 offices. We all have individual realtors who specialize in helping you locate land, and we'd be able to assist you with finding land that way.
Okay, we have a question from Deborah here.
Sure.
Can the air conditioning unit in the 512 be upgraded into the main house so you don't have to have the wall unit?
You could. That could be done. That's something that we would, you know, go through our drafters and designers just to make sure that they don't see any reason that we could not do it. But just my initial thought is I don't see any reason that we could not do that. As long as it's attached, that should be okay. Any other questions yet, Greg? No?
Nope.
Okay.
No, sir.
Greg, any thoughts on this house or anything you?
I just think it turned out really awesome. Having that 512 and the 814 with those additional living spaces, it's just super cool. You know, it's pretty unique. You don't see anything quite like this out there.
Right.
Is that trim, is that the Craftsman trim?
Yes, it is. You're talking about the millwork up and around doorways,
Yeah.
right? Yep. Mm-hmm. So we do offer a standard trim, baseboards up and around doorways, and then they upgraded to a little bit fancier one.
So there's another question from Philip.
Sure.
I'm looking for the main house and the 840 as an ADU timeline from beginning to end. I own a lot in Coeur d'Alene.
In Coeur d'Alene. So timeline, I wouldn't be able to give you the timeline personally because I don't build in that area, but I will tell you that our team, you would be building out of our Spokane, Washington office, and they have an incredible team there. It's 2 ladies. They're both phenomenal. You know, reach out directly to that office and they will be able to assist you with a timeline. And let me see if I can just get that number for you really quick. Any other questions, Greg, as I'm looking up?
No. Oh, yes, there is.
Okay.
I live in the Arizona market. Will the Santa Fe be available on other plans?
I believe so. I believe they just expanded the Santa Fe. But again, depending on which office in Arizona you're working with or your land is in, then they would be able to answer. But I believe that the Santa Fe plan is getting expanded. And then just to get back, if you're ready, I'll give you the direct number into Spokane. So the direct number into Spokane is 509-795-8175. And again, there's two ladies there. They're both phenomenal and they'll help you. Just wanted to touch on one more thing too, if you're not familiar with how it all works, how I mentioned the three numbers in your budget: land, site development, and home. For those of you that are not familiar with this, when you would consider doing this, if you were going to purchase land, you can actually take out a construction loan. And in the construction loan, you can combine all three of those costs into your loan. So you'd cover your land, your site development, and your house all under one loan, meaning it's a one down payment and one-time closing costs and fees. And so that way you're not taking out two loans to build a home. And any one of our offices can connect you with lenders that can help you with that. The primary one, of course, is Adair Financial Services. They're our sister company. They have some phenomenal programs. And we'd be happy to put you in contact with them to explore if this is something that you'd like to do and get that initial number on, what your budget would be to build a home like this or whatever fits your needs, and start putting those numbers together.
Another question.
Okay.
Where are the limits to making changes to plans, i.e. bigger garage, bigger bathrooms, or making a house wider?
Great question. So I would say that my rough answer to that is there's really no limitations. As long as it meets the jurisdictional requirements. So we need to build within the parameters that your jurisdiction requires for new construction. We can make, bedrooms bigger. We can make RV garages, third bay garage, fourth bay garage. We can widen the hallways, make bathrooms wider. It's pretty endless what we can do. We just, everything that you can consider, we will explore it, and then just make sure that it's legal and safe, and it would get approved when you submit the plans to your jurisdiction for approval, and we can probably do it. And again, it all just starts with a conversation with your home ownership counselor and kind of how you envision it and what modifications you see for your home, and we'll go from there.
Another question: do prices vary by region?
They do. As you know, I mean, materials and labor vary from region to region in all industries, and same with construction. So yes, they do vary.
And then they asked for Adair Financial's phone number, and I actually have that handy.
Perfect.
It's 360-448-6095.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah, highly encourage you to reach out. Adair's got some great advantages to why you would want to maybe select them as your lender. And obviously, it's a really good streamlined process. Being our sister company, it's a very smooth process from getting approved to financing to going through with your build, all the way to getting your keys handed to you.
You're welcome, Philip. Another question. The plan set for 3-bedroom, can it be modified to a 4-bedroom and a 2-car garage, or to a 3-car garage?
This plan is actually set to 4 bedrooms already. They just modified it. So yes, this is a 4-bedroom home.
Gio, I think it's more of a general question, not just referring to this house.
Oh, okay, yeah. So repeat the question. I'm sorry, Greg.
For plans set for a 3-bedroom, can it be modified to a 4-bedroom? And for a 2-car garage, can it be a 3-car garage?
Yeah, so if it's a 3-bedroom standard that you're looking at, there's 2 ways that you could probably create a 4th bedroom. One, you could modify the existing square footage to create a 4th bedroom, or you could add square footage to that 3-bedroom to create the 4th bedroom. And yes, the garage can be modified to however you need it. We have some more time. If anybody can think of more questions, Greg and I would love to answer those. We'll give it a few more minutes, I think.
We've
Greg,
we've had half of our guests fall off already, Joe.
Yeah, we'll definitely give it a couple more minutes and see if anybody else has a question, and then we'll probably end it. And again, just encourage everybody who's thinking about doing this, reach out to any Adair office if you're not sure which one you would work with, and we'd be happy to connect you with the right office and just help you start exploring if this is an option for you. We recently got some numbers back from our corporate office, and families that are finding land that do not own land yet and are finding land and building are still coming out with a 23% equity average at the end of their build, which is phenomenal. You know, again, that's an average, and to me, that's pretty impressive. Let's give it about another minute. If anybody can think of some more questions, let us know. If not, we'll probably end the video. Hope everybody enjoyed it. So glad you guys participated. And I want to again say thank you to Greg for helping out. And also thank you to this family for allowing us to go in and video their home. Super impressed. It was really fun working with them. I know they're going to enjoy this house. They had one of the primary reasons they were in the city, and they wanted to move out to the country a little bit. And I remember, I think the dad told me his goal was for his kids to be able to go outside and get dirty and play in the dirt a little bit. So with this great house, they got that option now to get out there and play a little bit. Yeah, if we don't have any more questions, I think we'll end the video now. Greg, any last thoughts?
No, thank you for hosting, Joe. I think this house presented great, and appreciate everything. It looks great, and thank you all for joining.
Oh, it looks like one more popped up.
Oh yeah, let's see. Have you guys worked with Vancouver Construction Home Loan? A VA Construction Home Loan.
So VA, that varies a little bit, but yes, I would say depending on where you're building, get a hold of that homeownership counselor. And I apologize because it varies a little bit, but in general, a lot of times what you can do is it would start out as a traditional construction loan, but when it converts to a regular home loan for the duration, then you can use the VA at that point. But again, I'd feel more comfortable if you reach out to the region you're in, and we can connect you with the right lender so you can get it 100% answered correctly. But I think that is still an option the way I mentioned. Okay, well, again, thank you to everybody who participated, and hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next virtual tour.
Thank you all for joining.